ever had that kind of butterfly feeling in your stomach before? The excitement, the relationship. And then suddenly it disappears. Let's talk about how to deal with heartbreaks. I am Reflo'S Womanist. This video is brought to you by Reflo'S TV and Reflo'S Sanitary pads. Your well-being is our #1 priority because you deserve the best. You can agree with me that the beginning of every relationship is quite exciting, fulfilling, and passionate until suddenly it comes to an end. The agony, the pain, the destabilization, the frustration. Why should it be so? Every woman, one way or the other, may have or will encounter heartbreaks. No matter how strong you are or how vulnerable you think you are. Personally, I am known to be a very strong person, in my community. However, when it comes to the matters of the heart, trust me, I am as soft as anything. So I had my share of this subject of heartbreak. And I came up with ways that I dealt with it and bounced back confidently like you're seeing me today. What did I do? The first thing I did is to allow myself to acknowledge the pain. We don't have to live in denial when relationships don't go the way we expect it. Trust me, relationships don't even end not because the two people are bad or it's toxic. Sometimes two good people may not be able to move forward again because they are not compatible. Or probably you are in a toxic relationship. I acknowledged the pain that I was going through, that I was hurt, and so I wouldn't try to just be in denial. And I accepted the fact that the relationship was over because I needed to allow myself to heal. And I distracted my emotions. I took up hobbies and discovered new things about myself that I liked. I got to a point that I became depressed, so I sought help from clinical psychologists and a relationship coach. I became so bad that I needed friends around me, and so I leaned on a shoulder, trusted friends and families. I didn't want to be too hard on myself because I am a human. I have feelings. My emotions are valid. The feeling that I had is valid. And so if you're going through the same thing right now, I just want you to tell you that it is valid. I needed to heal. And then I move on to the next stage of learning the lessons. Yes, I believe that with every encounter in our lives, seriously, it's either acts up as an inspiration or a lesson. Being it a pain or gain, we would learn something. So I decided to learn the lessons out of the relationship. How did I do this? I took time to journal some of the things that I felt didn't go well in the relationship. I reviewed the relationship. I asked myself very critical questions and was honest with my answers. Was this guy suitable for me? Were we compatible? Did he value and respect me? What were the things that I did wrong? What can I do better? So those were some of the things I was honest with myself, and I realized that I was lacking somewhere and I was also good somewhere. And these lessons are to help me for my going forward relationship. And then when I moved from that stage, I went to the moving on stage. Girl, we don't have to be stagnant. You know what stagnant water does? It breeds mosquito, which is very harmful to our health. And so I don't want my life to be stagnant. Moving on means that the relationship that I had is not the only aspect of my life. I have my personal growth, of which I am so enthusiastic about. So I thought about the visions, the projects that I had to do, of which because of love, you know what love can do? I neglected. I went back to the drawing board, my vision board, and tackled them, worked on them. And so I am as well encouraging you. Probably you have something you want to do with your life again in terms of growth. You want to start a business. You want to have an educational upgrade. You want to learn a skill. You want to discover something new about your potentials. Girl, it's high time to do that. Don't be too hard on yourself and don't be living in that small space. And when I decided to do this, I then moved on to the stage where I called be opened. Be opened to new opportunities. Let me be frank with you. When I had my heart broken, I just told myself in the depression state, I'm not going to be there again. I'm not going to open the doors for a relationship anymore. I'm not going to taste it. This whole thing about relationship is just hell, and I'm not going to do it. But due to the counsel that I had and bouncing back the healing process, I kept my doors opened. And it's still opened anyway. So that I will encounter new people, new personalities. And who knows, I may end up finding the right person. The wrong people does not mean that I'm wrong. It only means that the correlation is not happening. And if I want peace in my relationship, patience is very important. So no rushing into any relationship just to quench my pain or anything. So keep the door open. Don't close it. You may not know when you will meet your Prince Charming. And on this note, I would just want to end here. Remember, my name is Reflo'S Womanist. This video was brought to you by Reflo'S TV and Reflo'S Sanitary pads. Your well-being is our #1 priority because you deserve the best. And you know, Ubuntu, I am because we are.